Hello again. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it might be. Just clearing my cards a little bit here. Yeah. Well, today is Tuesday, and this time I'm looking at a calendar. So I can tell what day it is. It is the 31st. May the 31st. Last day of May. Hard to believe it's already the last day of May, right? Okay. Today's supposed to be beautiful. So I hope everybody gets out and enjoys it. Absolutely beautiful. I think it's supposed to be in the 80s and sunny and no rain and yada, 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 yada. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to do a general energy reading. General energy. And we are that deep in cup number 1. Cup number 1. General energy reading for today. And today is the 31st of May. Okay. If you insist. Do we want another one to go with that? Do we want another one to go with that? Okay, I am not forcing it. So obviously we are looking at a tower moment here. Couple of big girl shuffles. Lots going on this month as I'm looking at this calendar. We have witchcraft classes finishing up this week and next, or not this week, next week and the week after. We have crafty classes, the wreath, which I got a little confused about. On one of the posts, the crafty class, the Tree of Life wreath is Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 2nd. 6 to 8, and also the 18th from 6 to 8. And the 18th is a Saturday. We have Psychic Saturday, this coming Saturday, 4 days away. 5 days away, and it is 4 days away. It is the 4th, Saturday the 4th, Psychic Saturday. We have another magic class, a candle magic class on the 11th from 6 to 8. And we have a voodoo doll, another crafty class on the 25th from 6 to 8. Or it might be 5:30 to 7:30. And the voodoo doll class is a combination of crafting and witchcraft. It is a specific voodoo doll for nightmares, sleep, night terrors, that kind of thing. It's to battle that. And we also have Reiki classes coming up. Reiki 1 will be the 29th, a Wednesday at 6 p.m. and that cost is $100. The class is limited in size, so if you want in on Reiki 1, you better hurry up and get in here and get registered. It needs to be registered for and paid for by the 29th. Okay, and it is the 29th. Reiki 2, if you already possess a Reiki 1 level, then you can continue on. You just have to have proof of that class. Reiki 2 is on the 26th of June. It's a Sunday, and it starts at 2 p.m. And the cost of that one is $150. All right, let's build our story around this tower. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know about this tower? And you know, towers can be good moments too. It can be all about good change. And we get the tower again. Okay, this feels like there's people involved. This feels like a lot of people involved. And I know this is justice and not a king, but it feels like there's two. This feels like 2 males and 2 females. We also have the choice card, the 2 of Swords, making a choice, trying to decide. We also have the Empress, which for me, at least, is a pregnancy card of sorts. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. Alrighty. This feels like it is all about a plan. A plan, a new plan that actually was started, a new plan that was birthed. And it feels like we have a choice to be making. And as usual, we need to take the blindfold off and look for a solution that we haven't not yet considered. We have the Tower twice. This almost feels like it is a good shaking. It's a plan that's going to shake our world. But if we don't handle some details, and I feel that only because of this card, this draw water, chop wood card, do the work, do the thing, pay attention to the details. This one is telling me pay attention to the details, or this could go very differently. There's a lot of potential for new friendships, new collaborations. And we have the King and Queen of Rods, which feels like the yin and the yang of passion, the yin and the yang of what we are passionate about. It feels like this new plan was going to give us an opportunity to rest, but we have to reevaluate some things. And we are indeed this feels like the tower moment we chose. This feels like the tower moment we're going to need to deal with, because whether or not things are on track, they don't feel like they're on track. Now, the justice card is here, and this feels very much like this is something that we've planned. It's something that's due us, but it's almost like we need to re-examine our very basic motives for this and go over, excuse me, go over some details. Get details in order. You know, Mercury is still retrograde, and we need to keep doing that. We need to keep recalculating, going over the details yet again and again and again, and making sure that we have them in order. And we get the intuition card, the High Priestess, and that is all about intuition. It's right now feels more about motives. So perhaps we need to re-examine our motives that we had when we began this journey, and make sure that we are still on the same track. Because if we're not, if we're getting into something else, then we may have a very different tower moment than what we had planned. Because tower moments, as said, can either be good or they can be bad. Either way, they're shaking. They shake our foundation. They change things up. They switch things up. They may cause other changes, though, indirectly. And maybe that's what we need to examine. Go over those fine details. Make sure we're still on track. And I think we had this very similar reading last week. Because that's what life is a lot about, is recalculation and making sure things are going in the direction we want. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We stand to gain a lot out of this. So, there you have it. I hope that resonated with someone. And if it did, take it and run with it. Take this as the sign you need to do some recalculation. Get back on track. Put it down on paper again. That always helps me a lot, to put things on paper. So, all right. Well, have a good day. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we're supposed to be having today. Get out and get some vitamin D while it's available. And above all, enjoy the journey. Blessed be.